In today's session, what we're going to talk about is some of the common misconceptions that we see and hear from service members who are going through the process, but then also provide you with some tips that can help change the mindset, right, to a more positive way of thinking of how to approach the med board and how to prepare for it so that you don't really fall into those traps, those misconception traps. All right, let's get into it. So, the first misconception is I do not have to prepare for this process. And the first thing that I will say, bottom line up front, my advice and my answer is you should. You 100% should prepare for this process. Now, why should you prepare for this process? Because I liken it to be the hurry up and wait type of a scenario. There are going to be periods where you're going to have to wait for responses. You're going to have to wait for information. And then there's other periods of time within this process where you have to hurry up and make a decision. If you do not prepare for this process, there may be some decisions that are made that will have a shaping on the rest of your life after you leave the military if you are so found unfit. So you may not want to go through this kind of lackadaisical and just say, I'm not going to prepare. It's nothing to prepare. They'll just do what they want. That may not end in a scenario that would be in your favor. We as military folks have always prepared
What, rattlesnake?
for missions and exercises. Why wouldn't you prepare this time for your perhaps maybe final mission? So, with that being said, now I know what some may say, well, okay, great. I should prepare, but I don't know what I should prepare for because I don't know, understand the process or what I should be doing in those waiting periods of time, right? So, the first thing that I would say is when you're waiting to be referred, take that time to build your evidence. What do I mean by that? Take that time to go get seen by your doctors for every last condition that hurts you from head to toe, from behavioral health to orthopedic conditions to GERD type of conditions, whatever, right? Stomach conditions. Take the time and go get seen by your physician. And by doing so, you are creating more medical evidence for your board. So that's one thing you could do. The second thing that you could do is review all of the records, review those medical records, and make sure that you kind of understand the story that's being said about you, right? And if you don't agree with those stories, then make sure that you communicate. So review the evidence, go get seen and build the evidence, and then review that evidence to make sure your story is clear, your medical story is clear. Third thing I would say is make sure that you review the regulations. Take the time to review the regulations, and specific for those who are in the Army, AR 40 501 is the regulation that they use to determine if you are fit or unfit. Take that time, review those regulations. Those are things that you can be doing to prepare for the process because you will understand the process better by reading those regulations.